I want to thank you for listening to The Negative to Positive, which is brought to you by our good neighbors at State Farm. If you know me, you know I'm all about the real deal with State Farm. You get the real deal. Great service and surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Ha ha. Lil Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide, and we are putting it down right now, reporting live. You already know, from Slam and La Pequeña Habana, being Little Havana. You got the legendary DJ Laz.
Dímelo!
That's right. The sexy, beautiful, sophisticated, powerful, and extremely sharp Jennifer Valdez. The world-renowned Paul Blair / DJ White Shadow, and yours truly. Now, let me tell you something. Today is some very, 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 very... I'm a DJ with this one, ready? Very special day and interview and podcast. And it just goes to show you what we talk about here all the time is what? Negative to positive, right?
That's right.
Well, this is a story that's also taken the negative and made it a positive. This is the Godfather, El Padrino. This is someone that has opened the door for people such as myself, and I think the whole industry in the Latin world and in what they call the general market. And they had a sound in the 80s, which was the Miami Sound Machine, and the legendary, like I told Gloria Estefan, or Gloria, when I gave her the award, that Celia Cruz told me, oye, dile la princesa, que Celia es la reina, you know? So Gloria is the princess of Cuba. So Miami Sound Machine with Emilio Estefan, Gloria Estefan opened the doors for people such as myself to be able to take the music and cross it over from our world to the general public, right? So the one, the only, the Godfather, Emilio Estefan.
Thank you so much. Listen, that sounds like the mafia, man, the Cuban mafia. We have to be careful with that. Thank God here in Little Havana with you. You know, that's it. Anything happen, I say, I know Pete. I say, okay, go ahead, man.
Well, no, sun pass.
Yes. Well, I got to start getting paid for that then.
Right?
But let me tell you, for you to be here is an honor. And it just goes to show you that no matter what level you have taken, and you and Gloria have taken the career or the businesses, man, Emilio did exactly what I've been taught to do. He showed up by himself, showed up early, and showed up getting ready to put in work, but also teach people that there's no way we get to the levels that we've gotten to in our career, and which we have a whole lot more to go to reach what Emilio and Gloria have done.
Amen to that one.
Everyone does. Yeah, that it doesn't come easy, man, and it's all hard work. And for those out there that don't understand what Emilio Estefan has done and been a part of, all you got to do is have conversations about, well, for one, Pitbull, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, Mark Anthony, Enrique Iglesias.
The list goes on and
the
on.
list goes on. Anybody has worked with Emilio, and Emilio's helped take them to the next level.
Hey, Shakira.
Yeah,
That's right, Shakira, you know, and those hips don't lie.
Yeah, you better very sure. I mean, I've been blessed. I've been blessed because
Very
you know,
blessed.
something is it was so hard for all of us at the beginning, and you know something. That's what I have so much. I know you want to talk about me, but I want to talk about you.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you why, because you know how much I love you and how much I respect you. Everything you got, you earn, because you know you're a great guy. You're very human. You're giving back to the community, and you know people need to know, and people know the way you know. The scary thing about this, they don't think that people, they know everything about you. And even when I left my office, now you're going to see people, give him some besito for him. I say, nothing for me, nothing for you, everything for people.
Now that is a true honor, and I highly appreciate it. But to be able to sit here and have a conversation with people that I highly respect, with someone such as yourself, because let me tell you what people don't understand. Music is the avenue. Music gives us access.
That's right.
But to be able to create businesses around music, that's really where it's at. And I learned that because I took a page out of your book. You know, and if there's one thing they always say, oye, ese Emilio siempre está en algo. Bueno, está hasta en la sopa. He's even in the soup. He'll pop out of the soup. Oye, ¿sabes lo que estoy haciendo, verdad? Oye, when he catches me, he goes, oye, Pete, bang. Hey, I'm working on a new Wailers album. I got this Brazil 305 that went #1 in 12 countries for Gloria. We have this Nurse's Hero concert that we got going on in New York. I need a drop. If you got anything, give it to me, because you know we're going to put it in. We got
He's always working. Always.
That's why I we relate so much. And what I wanted you to do today is give us I would love to tap into stories of how they didn't believe in you guys, wanted you guys to change your sound, wanted you guys to change your name. And I grew up in Miami in the 80s, but you lived Miami in the 80s, which is, I think, totally different. You got to see it from a different perspective.
You better believe it. You better believe it. I got to see a lot of things in Miami. I was not born at the time. You know something, Miami was always been a magical city because, you know, so I think the mix of people, you know, coming from all over the world, and, you know, we all get along, and that's great, from the Haitians to the Cubans, from the, you know, everybody, from the Jewish community, Italian, it's been great. I mean, but it was hard for us because, you know, we didn't have a radio station, only maybe one TV station. And to come I mean, we didn't want, like you, we didn't want to forget where we came from. That, you know, coming to New York and try to get to hear your record, Dr. Beat. They said, this will never work. Percussion? I mean, who's going to play that in the American market? Yeah. I mean, and then, of course, it went, the guy said, we won't put any money into it. Well, then, you know, we went and just get the record everywhere. Became number one in the States, and then somebody picked it up in England and Holland, became huge. And we were so happy we went there, you know, something, and people was going crazy. We only have 2 songs in English. So we play in Holland, and people was going crazy. And I say, Gloria, they want more and more. I say, what the hell are we going to play now? I said, let's do
the longest version of Dr.
I know. I said, you know, so let's do the conga, the Cuban conga, the original Cuban conga. No the one with that. I mean, just the one that you play in Cuba. And Gloria said, well, they don't speak English, they speak Spanish. So let's do it. So, you know, it doesn't matter. We play that thing. I mean, all the Cuban stuff, people went crazy. Yeah. We came out with the idea to come with conga. We were so excited. We go to New York. They didn't let me even come into the lobby of Sony. No, you can, it's busy, the guy's busy. You know how it is. Yeah. It's difficult, you know, to get to see the promoter, make a story short. When I get the guy tell me, listen, you have to change your last name, you have to take it to Bow. You have to say, I'm not taking nothing out. I don't take absolutely nothing out. I don't want to change my last name, and, you know, this is the way it's going to be. I think the guy made a mistake, and it probably was the best thing that happened to me. He said, go back to your country. Ooh. And I said, you know something, sir, I think one thing, we're immigrants, but we love this country.
That's right.
You know something, we're never going to forget where we come from, and we're blessed to live in a free country. And, you know, so that gave me a motivation, you know, to get going. Yeah. And that's the reason sometimes, you know, so I have love for life in a way that, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I live in a free country. We're blessed to live in America. That's we live to do whatever we want. And it's a great thing to have the freedom that we have that we don't have in our country. Yeah. But, you know, something, it was really hard at the beginning. One thing is, you know, that I never forget, and, you know, I'm like you. People were so good to us in Miami. They help us, you know, try to help us. I didn't have money for the video. I said, don't worry, you do it in my place, in the restaurant, you know. Yeah. I had to get my whole family, you know. And the conga video was my father, my mom, because they gave me $15,000 to make a music video. Imagine if I go to David, I have $15,000 to do a video. I say, oh yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, well, David's done certain videos for me. The first video we did together was in Little Haiti. That was for about, what was it, about 1,500?
You got lucky. You got lucky, you got David.
I know you want me, I think was 15,000. Imagínate. But yeah, it's always about the grind, the hustle. Y mira, la razón que yo quiero tener esta conversación contigo y más que nada para la juventud allá afuera, and what I'm saying is having this conversation with Emilio for the youth out there, is because I want them to know that nothing comes easy. It's all hard work. There's no secret sauce, no secret formula, no magical trick to this. You know, the harder you work, the luckier you get, and the more opportunities you create. Now, I know everybody feels like we're in a strange place right now, but the truth is we are in a strange place right now. And I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like there's more to do now than ever. To me, that's where Postmates works its magic. Postmates is how you can get food delivered without leaving the house. With everything that's going on today, Postmates created no-contact delivery. So now, when you order from local restaurants, they'll leave it on your doorstep. The app lets you know, boom, you're good. They also have a pickup option, which I like because it's important that we support and uplift our communities right now. And you don't necessarily have to think about it, but a great way to do it is ordering food. Stimulates the stomach, stimulates the mind, and stimulates the local economy. And it's good for everybody. Now I'm talking about Postmates. So for a limited time, Postmates is giving everybody that listens to Negative to Positive $5 off your first 5 orders. Yes, you heard it right, folks, for your first 7 days. To save $5 on your first 5 deliveries, download the app and use the code Pitbull, Pitbull. You know what it is. The code is Pitbull for $5 off for your first 5 orders when you download the Postmates app and sign up online. The way I put it is, anything you need, Postmates. And like you were saying, you know, guys, you didn't see it, but the minute Emilio came in here, he was already hustling.
Yeah, listen, the good thing, he understands me. I talk so fast, he said, yeah, don't worry, it's okay.
You're looking at him as like you looking in a mirror. It really is. Like, later on in life, that's you.
He's just a little better
Man,
looking.
I'm sorry about that. You know how it looks, Pete, like they put Clorox on you and say, like, man, Gloria, it looks like I put Clorox on me. I don't know, something happened, man. But you know something, one thing I don't lose, I have exactly what you have. I love life.
Yes, sir.
I love to spend every morning with people I love. I don't lose anything in bad energy. Everything to me is about good energy, making things happen, helping people.
Always.
Helping animals, believe it or not. If you start your morning with a good thing and something is going good, everything else will come good.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's amazing.
How did you stay so positive during all those no's and you didn't get discouraged?
Why? I'm going to tell you why. When I left Cuba, I was 11 years old, and I saw all the military coming to the house, and they saw the whole attack about freedom and looking for dollars and everything. And I had to leave Cuba, go well-off family, and go to Spain. And in 8 hours, I became homeless. And I learned, I said, the only way...
In 8 hours, you became homeless.
Being in Spain there, me and my dad go to a church for food and everything. And I said, the only way I can go ahead and get my family out of Cuba and be positive and be a winner if I be positive. Because negative people doesn't get nothing accomplished. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You can talk a lot of everything, whatever you want to say, but be positive. Wake up in the morning and say, let me be a good person. Let me try to do something for somebody else. I always say, when you make somebody else happy and you make somebody else, something good for somebody else, the reward is for you, it's not for the person. And I think that's been my philosophy. And we've been in the business, even this thing that I'm doing in New York, every call that I made to be in the show, the biggest name in the industry, they say yes. You know how
This is
difficult is
the
that?
Nurse Hero
Yeah.
concert that you're putting together. Matter of fact, why don't you talk about, for Thanksgiving up in New York, and is it going to be in Times Square, Emilio? Or?
It's going to be from Times Square, but we're going to go all over the world. To get people now to do something.
You got to sound off some of the names that are involved. I saw Stevie Wonder.
We have a lot of great people, man.
Fill up the list.
Yeah.
This is so long. He's got to get out of
You have Black Eyed Peas, Andrea Bocelli, Celine Dion, Gloria, Emily, David Foster, Catherine Murphy, George Groman, Carole King, Maluma, Leslie Odom Jr., Alan Stone, The Wailers, Stevie Wonder, Guppy Wahlberg, Billy Crystal, Pitbull, Oprah.
I like that he said Guppy Goldberg
Yeah.
and Billy Crystal.
It's in there.
Listen, we got Oprah, man, to open the show. Oprah. And we got a guitar donated by Taylor Swift. So, it doesn't get better than this. I'm going to tell you. When you have a good message to be able to, recognize what the moment that we live, this been so difficult, what the doctors are doing and the nurses,
Yes.
is that to, way to thank them and to say, listen, we don't make any money. It's a lot. You know how it is. We get involved with this kind of thing. You don't make any money, and we don't care. We bless.
It's
it's
all
giving
about
back. Doing this is sending a message about the nurses and the doctors all over the world, saying that, we want to collect a lot of money to be able to, to do a scholarship for the new upcoming nurses.
Yeah.
I think because everything was so tough, now we're going to lose a lot of nurses. They're going to probably retire. And I think we need to get a lot of new people. But I think they bring a lot of hope. I think,
That's what it's all about, positivity and bringing hope and letting them know that we're going to get through this,
And they're the new heroes.
They are.
I'm saying they don't wear capes, but they are the doctors, the nurses, everybody on the front line. Those are the new heroes. So.
But you know how hard it is to call in these times now. Everybody's going so crazy, and you say, listen, I'm doing the show, and everybody came through. And, that's it. That's being in the business for a long time.
Yeah.
Having relationships.
And a good reputation.
That's right.
We try everything that we can, every time they call me and Gloria to do something, we're more than happy. But, like you said, your question was, so difficult became my life, being a kid, that I lost my childhood. I didn't have a bike, I didn't never skate, everything was for me work, try to get money to get my family out, come to a new country with a different last name, coming with a new sound. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because, not that the people want to help you. It was difficult to understand that you come with a different prospect, a different sound.
Right.
Mm-hmm. To me, we took it to a level, and then Pete, of course, took it to a totally different level. And, I say, that's what I feel so proud about you because, something?
It means the world to me.
You help a lot of people. And, I want to tell you how proud when you come to the school here, which I'm going to come and apply because to see if I learn English. I don't know what's the age limitation.
Yeah, we're
I can come.
Emilio English classes.
Yeah.
The new ESOL.
You know what?
He's going to wear a backwards baseball hat.
You know what's funny? My grandson told me, Abuelo, when you going to learn English? What are you talking to you in English, man? What are you talking about? Listen, the weird thing happened to me. The other day, Emily's in Boston, coming back from Berkeley. Emily having a big concert. I said, Dad, stay with the dogs. I stay with the dogs. The air condition broke in the place. I said, okay, I stay with the dog. No worries. She's moving back to Miami. So we call a company. A guy came with, to fix the air condition. I'm cleaning the apartment, helping Emily bring back. And the guys in the, cleaning with the stairs there, with the ladder doing that. I said, listen, I don't know that much air condition. I said, you better fix this. The lady here, I'm telling you, she will get really pissed if you don't fix it. So the guy, I keep cleaning really well the window. The guy say, hey, Tigre. They say, yes. He say, do you have a little car? I said, yes. He said, man, for your age, you clean really good. So, to make a story, he told me, I said, listen, will you give me, do you think we can drink a little beer? I said, yeah, you fix the air condition? Yeah, otherwise they're going to give me hell if you don't fix the air condition. Yeah. And the guy said, okay, so, I said, let me go and buy a pizza. And that way we eat something before I don't know how long it's going to take. So, when I take my hat, I say, oh my God, you're Emilio Estefan. You look like somebody famous. I didn't know. You are Emilio Estefan. Yes. Yeah, what the hell you doing cleaning an apartment, man?
Things are tight right now. You know what
I get a lot of weird things, man.
2020.
Yeah. What the hell you doing here?
You already know what it is. That little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide. And you may know me as successful recording artist, songwriter, producer, philanthropist, entrepreneur. Let me tell you something. One of my biggest things that I talk to everybody about is that failure is the mother of all success. This is a slow but a for sure, paso corto, vista larga, that means short steps, long vision. And I learned a lot, actually, from KFC's founder. I know it sounds crazy, Colonel Sanders, the value of patience, passion, and perseverance, and believing in yourself, believing in your product, and making your own way, and how he got rejected. I want to program this in your mind. He got rejected 1,009 times. That's where you gotta respect and value that perseverance, that dedication. Turn that negative to a positive and help those that need it the most. Real simple. No losing, only learning. No failure, only opportunities. And no problems, just solutions. Now, if you ever get hungry while you're planning this, way to take your life to the next level, do what I do. Get yourself some of that KFC extra crispy. Que rico. A little bit of that biscuit and put that coleslaw on it and watch out.
But before we started the podcast, Emilio walked in with a great story. I want you to repeat that story to everybody about the photo.
Oh my God, that happened the other day, I'm coming out of a restaurant, I see a couple with two kids. And the lady go crazy. Oh, Emilio, my God, I love you. I love this song. I love Gloria. That's gorgeous. I said, take a picture. At least, somebody take. Nobody was there. Only her husband, and two kids. So I take a picture with the husband and the two kids. One of the kids gets to me really close. He said, who are you? And I said, Ricky Martin. I said, who's Ricky Martin? He said, now, I'm Tutankhamun, and forget about it. Listen, you know how many things happen to us being the...
I tell people all the time when they go to me, you're Pitbull, right? I said, no, Michael Jordan.
But you know something, I think in the long run, being positive, I think if you can, even when you shake people's hand, it's so important, yes. First impression to say, yes. Even, doesn't matter if you're rich, who cares? It's about being nice to another person. But I think you get something back that is incredible. That's the reason I think I've been married 43 years, because you know something? It's making Gloria happy. It's not about me. In a marriage, I'm telling you, it's a whole secret how you have to think, how you're going to make somebody happy. And that's so important about, relationship. Believe it or not, we have 2,000 employees. And 97% of the people have been with me 40 years.
Wow.
40 years they've been with me.
But that says a lot about you.
Yeah.
Well,
that says a lot about you and your organization.
That says that I have a lot of patience. That I can tell you. Including my chef at home. She said, what do you want to eat? I want to have a sandwich. Don't eat a sandwich today. Wait a minute, I want a sandwich. No respect, man.
But it's so admirable for the both of you that you guys have taken our Cuban culture and have created a path of our own, but stayed true to you. Like you being a Cuban rapper. Who would have heard of that?
Who would have ever thought?
And you coming in, you guys actually played at my uncle's wedding. So to be able to have this conversation.
I remember you.
She's always looking like
that. Listen, we play everything.
Bar mitzvah. La quinceañera también, ¿no?
No, bar mitzvah. The first bar mitzvah, it's funny. I get to the bar mitzvah, Cuban guy. They bring a bread. I said, why are they bringing a bread now? A bread. They said, no, they have to hold ceremony. It's a ceremony for it. We have pan con lechon, but we don't have a bread by themselves. No, they have to eat a bread. I said, okay. But all of a sudden, I see the kid with the chair going up. I said, they're going to kill the kid? And the guy comes and said, listen, play Havana Villa. I said, I don't know that song. I'm Cuban. What are you talking about? But the waiter told me, listen, if you learn that thing, you make you a tip. Next party, I learned the thing right away in the accordion. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Are you crazy? They gave me $100. $100 was a lot at that time.
And like from an outsider, that's the first time when I was a kid, MTV generation, like that was the first time I ever heard that kind of music before in my life.
Yeah.
So like all of the early Miami Sound Machine stuff, like that was huge for us. Like as not being from Miami and not being exposed, like it's the first time I'm hearing.
Well, now you look that you belong to Miami. So I don't know. That's good.
I'm working on it.
Hey, and you know what's crazy is, so what is it? How many Grammys you have? Oh my bad, you own the Grammys now, right?
No, I hope so. I wish. I was telling her somebody came to the building and they saw my nomination. I have 42 nominations and I won 19.
Yeah.
And the guy said, "Is they're real? Do you think I'm going to fake nomination? No, they're all real."
If you know where to get fake ones, I want some fake ones.
Hey,
It's funny.
put me down for
I'm
2.
gonna make you another one. So.
When I came from Cuba, the first thing that I watched, of course, I want to see the Grammys. I mean, you see everybody there. And then all of a sudden, I see like Quincy Jones. I say, oh my God, I hope I can save money one day to go to the Grammys. No, without knowing that at that time it was only the industry people. That I changed that. Me and Phil Ramon. I said, let's sell tickets to the public. And Mike Green told me, listen, I don't know if we can do that. I said, we will be able to raise a lot of money and we get a different energy in the crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
And and you know something, I'm thinking that watching the TV, 7 years later, I was nominated against Quincy Jones, which is Emily's godfather.
Quincy's Emily's grandfather.
Emily's godfather.
Godfather.
And you know something, it's somebody do I admire. I think Quincy to me is like a role model. Everybody has a role model.
Yes.
I believe everybody, it's important to learn from people. We all know good. You have good things, bad things, like, everything in life. But, when you find somebody he was approachable, he was nice, he said, what you're doing is great. And then I got this,
¿De qué año era eso, Emilio? Disculpa.
that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Almost in the 90s, yeah.
So that was right after he really did that huge album.
Yeah,
with Michael Jackson.
I was nominated for a conga.
Wow.
And then I get I was sitting next to, two people next to me, of course, the two more famous people. I mean, I'm James Brown and somebody. I said, I don't understand what they were saying. That's all I said, Gloria, don't leave me alone. Listen, don't leave me alone, man. I understand what they're saying. I'm telling you. I was nervous because I was nominated against Quincy Jones. Of course, Quincy won with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But you know something? Dreams come true.
Yes, sir.
And that's one thing you always do, and to inspire all the kids what you're doing. And that's why you're blessed, because you know something? You give a lot to people. I'm sorry that I have to say that, because people need to know. You probably never say that. What you done, I worked in school today, I was so proud. I know how many schools you've done, but something, you should be proud. And we're all proud of you. We're proud because something, you continue, you never forgot where you came from. And what you say, we're proud to be Cuban.
Yeah.
I mean, something, we kept our heritage. It's nothing wrong with the Jewish community, kept it where they're going. I'm proud of them and what they accomplished. But we love this country. And we have respect for freedom. We have respect for the American people. We came to a beautiful place that gives us the opportunity to keep our culture and develop a new sound. And that they say will never work, and look at how well it works.
And then brought everybody together.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing I always say about music, Emilio, is that it's the universal language.
Yeah.
It unites, it doesn't divide. And when I do the shows, I tell people, hey, it don't matter out there if you speak English, Spanish, Italian, French, Russian, Chinese, you name it, whatever you speak. It doesn't matter, because we all speak here tonight, we speak music.
Yeah.
And that is something that, I've told people before. I used to clean houses with my mom. And anytime that you're cleaning the house, if you wanted to go by fast, put on some music.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the biggest songs we would play was conga.
You see, we're in the same business.
Yeah.
We clean houses.
That's it.
So true.
Yeah. It'll go by quick. It'll go by un poquito mistolín.
Yeah, that's it. Pine Sol was good.
You guys come up with a
gotta
cleaning
make
business together? There's a cleaning business that
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, I see a cleaning business also too. I told you I took a page out of Emilio's book. I'm involved with everything. If it's moving, we involved with it.
Yeah, you know what I love? Listen, that happens to me all the time. So I'm in the hotel, somebody knock on the door, say, hello, sir, when you leaving? I say, we're leaving in 45 minutes. And the lady say, I don't speak English. I say, I don't speak Spanish. I say, I'm talking to you in English. What are you talking about?
This is Negative to Positive, and I know you're absorbing all the knowledge we're putting out there. Our mission is to educate, inform, and also make sure you have a good time while we're doing it. And we're brought to you by State Farm. So keep in mind, when you're planning your future, they're going to get things right when it comes to insurance. Now, it's important to have a little extra change in your back pocket. So I'm taking a minute to remind everybody. State Farm has great service and surprisingly great rates. Check them out when you have a minute. They're going to get things done the right way. This podcast is all about elevating ourselves and changing from negative to positive. When we were looking for a partner for negative to positive, I came up with State Farm, and I want to tell you why. 3 reasons. Number 1, we're going to get knowledgeable agents. Number 2, you're going to get great service and great rates. Tremenda sorpresa. And number 3, you're going to get the real deal. Because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And number 1, number 2, and number 3, that's everything that Pitbull embodies. I'd advise highly that you check them out. You know what it is.
I love when people look at you, they don't understand what you're saying, they go.
You gotta come with a, ¿cómo se llama esto? Subtitles. Así mismo, cuando tú hablas, así.
Oh, they do that all the time, believe me. Gloria laugh about that.
Oye, entonces explícame más lo que viene siendo el proyecto que tienes con Gloria ahora mismo. El de Brazil 305.
Well, Gloria,
305 Brazil.
Yeah, we recorded an album. We did a whole documentary. It was done in Brazil. You know, I love Brazilian music. I work with Daniela Mercury, Super Contrariada, and I love Brazilian music. And Gloria loves Brazilian music. Yeah. So Sony came with the idea to do that, and I said, something different. So we redid some of the classics like conga, like we put samba into and we used the best guys in Brazil. We did a full Brazilian album with it's about the Afro-Cuban music, yes. How Africa influenced Brazil and influenced Cuba, and how we use that in the general market. And it's been great, thanks God, because technology now, you stream things, you don't have to be depending on one label telling you it won't work or don't work. You put it out, people like that. The album debuted like 11 countries #1, so that was good.
Dale que tú puedes.
That was good.
Let me tell you, go ahead, Larry.
The audience is the judge, and
Yeah,
that's the way it
That's what it
should
should be.
That's the way it should be.
And I agree.
I remember DJ Last when I used to want to play this, man.
Yeah. No, vamos a cambiar, te cuento.
Bueno,
Ahora Last Chills y yo tengo que hablar.
Oh, no, boy. Esto me encanta a mí. I'm going to make me a drink in a second.
That's ready, man. We're ready.
You know, and the other thing, the other day I did something with Good Morning America, and it spoke to me about the women that have changed my life and that have empowered me, you know. Abuela, tía, mi mamá, and I spoke about Gloria.
That's great.
Because Gloria, a lot of people don't understand the accident that she had and how it literally broke her back.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, she broke her back,
She broke her back, and how she had to fight all the way through that. And every day, I'm sure she still has to work her back every morning when she gets up in order to get out of that. Because if not, she wouldn't have walked again, you know. And I always had so much respect for that, on top of the music. But when you see somebody have to literally fight for their life, to get back in, with everybody going, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if this is going to happen. And then come back, and you know we can say bad words on here, right? All right, well. Then come back and shut the
down.
You know one thing that I learned about her? I mean, sometimes when you are married with a person you spend like 20 years, and then you go to a rough time. People go to rough time, ups and downs.
Life.
And this accident was difficult. I mean, when she broke her back, what I admire about her, she never complained. She used to cry. I mean, of course, trying to stay up, and you know, I mean, I had to wake her up every 45 minutes to walk because she got a major surgery, and she got two things in her back and everything. But the great thing about her, she said, you know, I'm blessed. Didn't happen to you or my kid. You know, I'm a lot stronger than you, and I respect a lot because you know. I always say, I mean, you can like her music, no music, but Gloria is an incredible human being. And she said, what you see is like you. What you see is what you get. Yeah. She said, Pete, and said, Pete, put the mask. Come on, you have to take care of you. See, the thing, you think you're naive.
Yeah, she got on me. No. She got on me. No, but you know what I like about it too is when we first started hanging out, it was, you know, because you see Gloria and Gloria's Gloria.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
Oh, God. See, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to say or not to say. ¿Tú me entiendes? So yo, tomando mi traguito, meaning having my little drink, see what's going. As you can see, we're in Little Havana.
Yeah, you see? They're looking for you. I told you.
He's right here. Dressed like the girl. He's here.
Keep the music down. Keep the music down. You say.
Oh, man. Well, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about Gloria.
About Gloria.
Yeah. Oh, so I was around Gloria. Thank you.
That's a senior moment. Be careful with that.
Now I can go to the healthcare center.
There you go.
But so then I was with Gloria, and Gloria starts telling jokes, but like good jokes, street jokes.
She's the best doing that.
Yeah, she's got some real good jokes. And then I was like, oh, okay. So, I had to throw my hat in the ring and,
Oh, yeah.
boy.
and had to go back and forth. And that's when I was like, okay, now I really mess with you. Not the kind of jokes I can necessarily tell right now.
Right.
What people didn't know, he went with my son to school. So I met him. He was a little kid.
I got to tell the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So I go to school. This is in South Miami High.
What?
Now, mind you, for everybody out there, how I went to school, this is my trajectory. I started South Miami, went to Coral Gables, South Miami, Coral Park, South Miami, South Ridge, back to Coral Park.
By the way, if anybody wants that, we're selling maps online. Follow along at home.
It was part of the gifted child program.
Yeah, it was, like I always say, I've never been a troublemaker, just always been around some trouble. Speaking of that, Nayib is his son, so we end up in a class together because we're interesting kids, and he came from another school too. So what they did for kids is they go, okay, so since you guys are not producing in the regular class, let's put you in this intermediate class on a computer. And this is when computers first started really to get introduced into schools like that, different programs. Yeah. So it was this girl I used to be around, beautiful girl, curly hair. And I used to call her exótica. Exótica, ¿cómo va la cosa? Ya tú sabes, right? And I had a great relationship with her, but she was my dog, And Nayib boy liked her. And he was like, hey, you know her? You know her like that, huh? I said, yeah, a little something like that. He's like, man. I said, you like her, don't you? Right? And he said, yeah. Right? Imagínate, he came from
Exótica.
Yeah, she was
Special.
She was doing it. She was thick. And Nayib goes, hey, if you hook me up, I can change your grade on the computer.
Oh, shit.
I had a D. He goes, I can change it. I can change it to an A. I said, no, don't change it to an A. Let's change it to like a B. Like
They won't believe it.
You can't jump from
Yeah, don't get
They won't
crazy
believe it.
with it.
You know what I mean? You can't jump even in the public school system. They catch that, ¿tú me entiendes? Entonces, Nayib, sure enough, I hooked them up. Meaning, they became friends, whatever, whatnot. I don't know what they did after that. That's none of my business. And sure enough, I got to be in the class. So, Nayib, thank you very much.
got lucky.
I appreciate it.
That's great. Listen, the first month I went to school, in Kinloch, and the guy, of course I got an F in English, but I didn't understand what's going on, so that's an F. So my aunt told me, oh, you got an F? Yeah, fantastic. He said, no, it's fantastic. Out of here. You're punished. I said, listen, I just came from Cuba 1 month ago. I can learn English one month. Still now, 40 years, I still don't have the accent.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Es que es una ametralladora, so you got to be like...
She looked at me like saying, bull.
You know how many kids are going to say, Mom, I got an F. Emilio said it's fantastic.
Fantastic.
I love
At
it.
least you got to be, man.
No, thanks to Nayib. If not, I would have been, like we said back in the day, out of gas.
He always talk about you. I say, he's the best. I love it. He love you.
But it's the law of attraction, because even I was dealing with them by default.
Right.
Through Nayib, know? And I knew that you guys would be fun, especially I was like, oh, this guy's, he's off the chain.
Yeah.
He don't, you would never think that he was a part of the Estefans, let's just say, at that time. And he was always low-key, quiet, did his thing, but he knew how to get down.
Oh, yeah, he still had to get down. Tell me about it.
One thing that we don't talk about enough in the Latino community, or in any community, to be honest with you, is just mental health. That's why I think that the work that they do at Talkspace is so important. It's important to get things off your chest. It's important to communicate. Bottom line, communication is the key to success. I tell people all the time. What they're doing at Talkspace is providing a solution for treating anxiety, for treating depression, treating substance abuse, for treating trauma, relationship issues, food and eating disorders. And especially in these times with everything that just went down, you're going to need this more than ever. Remember, with Talkspace, if you want to reach out and get a response from someone, you don't have to wait a week. Nah, you don't have to do that. Message your therapist. Get responses fast and efficient. Or like we say, right quick. Everyone needs somebody to talk to sometimes. When things are getting a little hard to handle, and with Talkspace, you're able to find that support. With Talkspace, you can match up with your perfect therapist that can advise you with what's going on in your life. For everybody listening to Negative to Positive, there's a special offer right now on Talkspace. Just use promo code Pitbull, and you will get $100 off your first month, which is important in helping make the changes that you want to make. Just use promo code Pitbull, and you will get $100 off your first month.
What is your age?
No, I think, yo creo que está casado.
Najee, yeah, he's married.
Ah, mira, te jodí.
Te jodiste, Jenny.
I cannot take you around him. I have to be careful.
But you were saying earlier when Emilio sat down that you got 1/19 of the Grammys.
Yeah. I mean, like, what do you say to that? You know what I mean?
you did.
I'm happy for the one, but I mean, like, I don't know. That's quite an.
No, I'm with you. I only got
Yeah,
one.
crazy.
I always tell people, my kids can't eat awards, so I'm just trying to figure out how to own the Grammys at this point.
I would be happy.
We should
just
do a little bit, man. We should make a partnership and go get a piece of the
Look
Grammy.
at him. He walked
Absolutely.
in here like
That would be good.
glided in here. It's not even like a walk in here. The door
Yeah.
opened and he just slid in like he was on a roller. Like
You know,
look how handsome
the
this
funny
guy.
story is the first Grammy, when I got my first Grammy, the Latinos the Latin category didn't get a.
But you guys helped build the Latin Grammys, right?
So I got so insulted about that. And I said, I went to Mike Green and said, Mike, I'm sorry, man. I said, there's no way we can have this. This is, in a way, it's an insult. And you know something? He said, Emilio, it will be hard. So I went to CBS. And I said, listen, guys, we need to develop the Latin Grammy. He said, Emilio, impossible. I mean, an American channel to go 3 hours in Spanish. I said, no, why Spanish? We can have bilingual people. It's about, you're talking the first Grammy over 20-something years ago.
When was the first Latin Grammys, Emilio?
It was 20 years ago, 21 years.
99?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell the story short, the guy said, listen, if you get a sponsor, 14 years took. Me and Mike Green and Phil Ramon and everybody working to get sponsorship. And you know something, it was really hard until they approved the Latin Grammys. And you know something, I got a lot of backlash because they say, you own the Grammy. I don't own the Grammys. That was the worst thing that happened to me with the Grammys because realistic, people saw that I got influence. When you do something like that, believe it or not, works against you.
Right.
But I don't care. I mean, I got a lot of awards. I
don't care.
No, I'm going to tell you why. In the long run, Grammys is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I all appreciate about Grammys. But, every time I see now you getting a Grammy or other people get a Grammy for different country and getting the whole thing, to me, is leaving a legacy, man. It's important to leave a legacy to other people and help other people. That's what I was telling you. Making some other people happy. I believe a lot in karma. I'm Catholic,
Yeah.
of course. Cuban, you have to be Catholic. But I'm going to tell you something. Karma is the main thing in life.
Yeah.
I mean, be good to other people. My dad won the lottery 27 times.
Say that again.
27 times, and he died with one pair of shoes, one suit. He gave all the money away. He didn't want money.
Wow,
He didn't
you know,
want money. 27 times.
So my partner in the schools, his name is Fernando, and he told me around 2013, when it was like one record after the other record after the other record, being very blessed. And I go to him, man, Fernando, it's true what they say, money don't buy happiness. And he goes, you're wrong. Money does buy happiness. You just got to give it away.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Crazy enough.
Very true.
And look, he's talking about his old boy winning the lottery 27 times.
It's like drinking a bottle of wine. You drink it by yourself, it's okay. But you drink it with somebody else,
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
You're in good
sharing
company.
the moments, because this moment that we're doing now, this will never come back.
Yeah, life is just
Will
one
never
big
come
moment.
back, and that's what people need to learn.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going through such a tough time. I hope people understand, something that your life can change.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like that, mira.
Yeah.
And my birthday was 2 days before the COVID.
Yeah.
I got 700 people in my birthday. Everybody dancing the whole 2 days later. Everything shut down.
Yeah.
And I said, thanks God I did my birthday, because you never know. I mean, but you know something? Enjoy the moment. I tell people, enjoy the moment. I still, when I buy a pair of shoes now, I still look at the shoes. Say, oh my God, I'm lucky to have a new shoes.
Yeah.
Look, I wear a special shirt for you today. I'm in black. I came to the office, everybody say, where are you going? I'm going to see people. Oh, you will understand it.
Hey, no por nada, but I was watching your EPK, okay, which is basically all the accolades and everything that Emilio has done in his life and his career. I got to work on myself.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Watching the amount of nominations, the Grammys, the amount of people you worked with, and all that, you just see that and you say, Coño, that is somebody who's put in his time.
Yeah.
And everything that you've got, you've earned.
Yeah.
So that is right there, super impressive.
You know
Está
what's
sentado
funny?
aquí en el sofá en la pequeña mano.
I know, but I'm going to tell you, having a school, I'm going to tell you, I never learned music.
Me neither. I never learned.
We're street guys. That something, but music was the only thing that made me happy. And when I went to learn music, I said, you're too old to learn music.
Eso es un regalo de
And
Dios, Papa.
something, we write, that spirit of the moment. We took street talking. We had street sound. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I work with the London Symphony. I know, of course, something is out of tune or something is out of time. But I don't know, like Emily knows, he went to Berklee School of Music. But something, music is about who you feel, how you feel.
Yes.
Even we're in the Hall of Fame, I write a Hall of Fame, I write, thanks God I wrote so many number ones and everything with Gloria, myself and everything, with Carlos Vivi, other people. I mean, it's nice that you can write free. You don't have to be analyzing a
Overthinking,
beat
yeah.
and a C
Right.
and something. I think it's about emotion. Even when you mix sometimes, I mean, it's the way you, I mean, that's you.
Feeling.
That's you. I mean, the minute you come out, Gloria. I mean, I see Gloria sometimes 80,000 people, and she's backstage. She's so calm. I said, "You're so calm." And she comes out, and you know something? The same thing happened with Gloria. Gloria came. Her father got sick. Her father went to Bay of Pigs. They went to Vietnam. He came in a wheelchair. So I think music got the best out of her, and we had the same principle. We definitely had the same principle about business, about people, and I think that's important. That's important because that's the only thing you take.
That is the truth. You know, we always have a saying, para adelante, para arriba, no mires para atrás, para
Absolutely.
impulso, no? Which means always forward, up, don't look back, not even for a boost. Like if someone's trying to boost you, you're focused, you're laser focused. But ironically, in life, it's all about moving forward. But the irony behind that, it's all about what you leave behind.
Yeah.
You know, and that to me, I tell people, you know, no matter what we acquire in life, it's the energy you leave behind. That's why you feel the way you feel when you listen to a Bob Marley.
Yeah.
So Bob lives forever.
Yeah.
You know what? Or the way I feel when I listen to a Big or a Pac, or, you know, that I feel like they're right there, and you feel that energy. Whether it's like you were saying, music is emotion. Music is freedom.
It's freedom.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Music is freedom, and it allows you to tap into so many different emotions. And I said it at the Writers Hall of Fame when they gave me a chance to speak. I don't know if they thought I don't think they know what the was going to happen. I don't think they knew what was going to happen.
They weren't ready.
But you know, I was just saying that music drives everything. If it wasn't for music, you wouldn't have these companies that are evaluated at billions of dollars. We're at least 30-40% of those companies, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Google. They're always talking about videos and lyrics and one way or another, you know. And music being freedom and so powerful was my therapist. Because I could be in prison right now. I could be dead right now if it wasn't for me listening to certain songs and I said, man, I relate to that.
Yep.
Wait a second.
Imagine you
I'm
and
not
me,
gonna do that.
me and you in jail in the same place. That would be a problem, man.
It would be a conga line.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Nah, me and Emilio in the jail together, we own the jail.
Charging people to get into their own cell.
Let it go, let it go.
We be teaching people how to make money, how to get out there and hustle. Look, this is how you take nothing and make it something, okay? That's how it works, man. You know, we got to make you t-shirts that say, you know something?
Let me tell you something.
No, that's you. You go, hey, you know something?
You know,
something?
it's going to be a time in your life that I'm of course a lot older than you, but you know what I'm saying, that you do things and you share moments with the people you love.
Yeah.
And I think, you know something, I've been lucky enough to tell you that it's great to spend time, people that work for you that you feel comfortable, people that you deal around, that you want to spend with
Great
people.
circle.
You know, sometimes if I go to a dinner, I see somebody weird, you know, with a weird energy or trying to be so sophisticated. I went to lunch with him the other day, and the lady said, "Oh, Pitbull, do you want Puree? Do you want that?" And he said, "No, give me ¿cómo se llama? Okeechobee water." Okeechobee water. I was laughing. I tell that story to everybody. And you know something? Keep it simple. I tell people, keep it simple. Simple is better. I'm telling you, simple is better. Doesn't matter because money is not going to change. You get to a moment in your life, money will make the difference. It will make the time that you spend with the people you love and the people that you will really want to have a good time.
I heard a good one the other day. It said, not everybody in your circle's in your corner, and not everybody in your circle should be, and not everybody in your corner should be in your circle.
Yeah.
So let's say that again. Not everybody in your circle is in your corner, and not everybody in your corner should be in your circle. Mm-hmm. You know, so just basically understand. And let me tell you, being a part of the industry, being an entertainer, being a businessman, an entrepreneur, sometimes it's tough to create those lines. You know, you don't want to come home and be talking about, oh, esto pasó en el restaurante, this happened in the song, this happened with this company. You want to know how to be able to come home and disconnect, yeah. You know, be able to tell those jokes, to share that wine or some Voli 305. You know
There you go.
But it's to be honest with you, Emilio, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you coming through. You're an inspiration. You're a motivation to all of us.
Thank you
Sir.
so much.
We're actually working on an album now called Timeless, me and Paul and other
That's
producers.
great.
So it would be an honor to be able to do something with you.
Absolutely.
And to be able to be in Little Havana, in La Pequeña Habana, when I used to live right there on 5th Street and 5th Ave, where my father used to take me to the bars in Little Havana, put me on top of the bars and make me recite Jose Martí poems, which is the first time that I felt the power of words. You know, when you would say, you know, no me ponga a la oscura, morir como un traidor, Yo soy bueno como bueno, moriré de cara al sol, you know? And that was basically saying, don't put me in the dark to die like a traitor. If you're gonna kill me, at least put me pointing up to the sun so I don't die like a traitor, you know? And to me, to be in the school, having this conversation with you,
Yes.
like I tell y'all all the time, why dream when you can live it?
Absolutely.
And this right here is
Living it.
it's living it, history in the making, and God knows what else it's gonna lead to. But in these times, especially, that the world needs this, and to be in this country that has, I was blessed. I was born right at Mariel, so my father was bringing boats over in Mariel, y nací aquí mismo en Miami. Muchas gracias, papi. Muchas gracias. So I got my papers. Right? So that will make me Cuban American. Ameriqueque. Olvídate de eso.
Well, the main thing, you say all that, but the realistic, this is not about me, it's about you. I mean, we are so proud of you. And something, the good thing about, we have a relationship that, I call him or I text him and he texts me back in a minute and I text him back in a minute because he knows you can count with me for everything.
And same here.
You are pride. You are pride not only to the Cuban community, to every minority about that things can come true. You did it. Come and see the school while you're giving back to the community is a blessing. Seeing all your friends how much they like it. And with me and Gloria, anything you want from us, you always have because, you always been there for us. And, every time that we call you for something, you always been there for us. And you're a great guy, man. We're proud. We're proud of you. I can tell you we're extremely proud of you.
That means the world to me, man. So once again, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It's the one, the only, the legend, the godfather, el padrino, Emilio Estefan, reporting live from Slam, Pequeña Habana. You already know what it is. Yeah!